Hello everybody, we're back, and perfect timing Pax Train, my lift is here. Because I was planning to be multiplayer with Brett, I was up here where she started concreting. But I couldn't get joined in, so I had to be left behind. I'm just going to have a... Not because we don't even go that way. Yeah, so that's where we start, that's where she started concreting. She's done all along there. That was an oil station. She's done up to there. Stop there because that line's probably going. And she's currently on this corner here. I just noticed that there's actually a Geo6 station. I guess that has to stay. I'll just put it there. Right, back to base, and we shall decide what's happening. Oh yes, way to go OBS. Good job.
What happened?
48% drop frames. Internet upload speed is half what it should
Oh
be.
yeah, nothing wrong with that. I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah. Well done, pigeons. Good job. Right, lots to do today. Has OBS calmed down? It seems to have done. Walling. fixing the oil outpost has probably got to be first. We need to implement a hotfix. What's the best way of doing the oil outpost? Probably to do some sort of tour of them. We just need to visit all of them. I guess we can rename them at the same time. Hello.
Hey, Ruth.
He's the root of all evil. Nice one, County Cupid. Right, why can't I go to wherever this oil is to? That's that one. Why can't I get there? Well, the train's refusing to. I'm going to have to drive by hand. Hey Root, have you seen the small incident I had yesterday?
His train ninja skill.
Yeah, the train ninja skills have left me.
It's a train ninja skills part 2. It's more of a promotional, like, training video that we're going for.
Right, these concrete trains are pathing against themselves or something, so we need to be switching these guys off. They're causing lag. Alright, something's still pathing, I can feel it. Something somewhere is... Let's just check out the showtime used. Something's jumping. Anyone spot something jumping around there? There, game update.
Hey, Riley.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Ah, that's why I can't find a path. There's a missing signal.
We've got oil there that's 10.
Right, this is going to be oil. I'm going to use sort of naming system I used to use in Simutrans. LO is short for local. I'll copy that so I don't have to keep typing it. Let's bring that back up again because I can still feel it. Fat controller, he says. Yeah, there it is, fat controller 3. Alright, something is still on. That's me, that's my train. It's got to be the Conquer trains, they're the only thing that have really been messed with. So where the hell are the Conquer trains gone? Get over from there. Oh, train, stop. There, you. Which one of you just jumped? Do it again. Disable alarm notification. Done. Still doing it.
Uh-oh.
Uh oh.
Yeah, he's seen it as well.
Yep. Do you see that picture that we posted? Good evening, Xander. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Yes, thank you, Paperclip. Okay, let's try the power plant trains. And train, you just wait here for a minute. Uh oh.
Crash count.
Mm. Oh, engineer chat.
Right, abort the crash counter.
Oh yeah, look. 40 minutes Skype call with Aardvark there from Moot. Well, maybe you can talk some into to doing it all right. Because I bloody well can't. Spent an hour in chat, didn't even get a hello. Ah,
Ah.
nothing. I was just a little confused. We're good. Positive, minus, minus is positive. That, no, wrong way. Train. No. No train. This way. So yeah, if anyone's got any bright ideas why Fat Controller is still jumping around all over the place. Because it's doing something, but every train is off, other than, well, including my one as well. Hey Joey, oh yeah, yeah, sorry, I was driving and not crashing. It's good for me. Yeah, let me show you. It's show time used. There we go, Fat Controller. It's going up to about 2.9 and then flicking between that and 1.5. I'll leave that up there for a minute so you can see if there's a pattern. So I need to apply the hotfix to this outpost. There we go. And this is not actually connected to mains power. There we go. What outpost number are we up to? Anybody? 5, is it? Yay, guess right. 6 thanks, of course. Right. Ah. Let me update the hot fix blueprint. There we go. We're going to 9 next. Yes, we are. Excellent. Very good, train. On your way. Oh, I didn't know that, Matt. That's a handy thing to know. Right, I'm going to turn that back off again so you guys can see the chat.
The yellow signal bug.
The permanent one, yeah, because obviously without Fat Controller, Matt would have a hard time finding all his trains. Right, we're going to 10 next. We are. Excellent. Yeah, this sort of FPS behaviour from Fat Controller is usually when trains are pathing into a signal and they're checking each time. They're checking it constantly whether they can go or like looking for another path. Which is why I solved that by just switching them off. But it's really bad at the moment. And I feel it in the game. I feel that stutter. You see that, Demon?
I didn't see the first bit of it. I can't get the whole up mana game at the moment.
No, it's on Skype from on the engineers chat.
Yeah.
As we're the only two here at the moment, I guess it's up to us to.
Conan's there.
Oh yeah. Right, this one needs a hot fix. And this one's going to need a hot fix. Haha! I found the missing locomotive from yesterday. If anyone was here for that. Lost the locomotive and I replaced it. But I found it. I found it. We looked and we looked, but it was nowhere to be seen. That one's hotfixed as well. Yeah, First Place Games, I found it. Told you I would. Right, this one doesn't need a hotfix, this one just needs a name. Number 5 now, I think. Yep, next to be 6. Fix the junction. Junction's that's your junction.
The junction.
Yeah, the junction, of course. Yeah. It's fine, you say. It's your design. And just mind your caps username as K3 will be all over your ass. You're gonna have to refresh my memory with that on which one is number 4. There were so many. I'm so proud of them all. Ah, okay,
I think
username.
prank 4 was the train one, wasn't it? The loop.
I thought that was number 3. I thought it went, one second, sorry. This will be 6. I thought it went train running over, put in a biter nest, loopy trains, containment field.
Could be.
The one with the filled in inventory and blocked chest full of items, the containment field, and no row reports. Yeah, we've tried to design a better one actually since then. A containment field Mark II. Or was it we need 700 deconstruction planners or something to block up the chests with?
Yeah. That's not cheap. That's 700
Red circuits, yeah.
red circuits.
Which is not to be sniffed at. Especially in the early game.
I don't even think 700 red circuits actually tend to be made on that map.
No. Right, this one will need a hotfix. Right, so this next one is going to be Oil East 8. So why is it going after this? It's going northeast. Well, we're going to rename that to north afterwards, that's fine. It's not a problem. Right, so this will be 8, I think I said. Let's check train. This station doesn't need a hotfix. Right, cool. Right. Northeast 1 should be the one right by the base. Yes, it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up. Right, we're going to have a local north line. That's what we're going to do. Hey Bert, welcome back.
Hello.
Never.
How was your dinner?
Oh, it was good.
So we're having a problem with Fat Controller. It's jumping up to 3 UPS all the time. It's sort of making the game jumpy. Username, don't call out the lurkers, please, mate. Let him watch.
No, he didn't. He did the call command, and Zedith's name was still in there.
Ah,
So, but it's been fixed.
okay. Oh, box of stuff. I must have left that behind at some point. Right, so... let's stop the train for a sec. So... Oil, low, north, 1. Copy. Is that the same naming convention? Yes, okay. Doesn't need a hotfix. Yeah, but the only thing... You didn't happen to leave Fat Controller open when you closed out, is the only thing I can think of.
Why? What's wrong?
It's using 0.2 seconds on one game tick every 2 seconds. And the only thing I can think of is Fat Controller... Well, Fat Controller is still doing something because I've stopped every train. And I've got Fat Controller closed, and I'm just thinking if it's open on someone that's offline.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know, if you have that open, Fat Controller I think does something.
Right. I'm trying to think.
And I don't think you did because you
I
always
don't
have it closed.
think so. Yeah, but I know there at the end I was making sure all the trains were set to go back to the quarry load, and then once I did that, I was done. So I may have left it open, but I don't think I was connected to a train. That's the thing. I think if anything, I just left the menu open.
Yeah, I think that I've had it
So-
before where I've had more lag from having it open.
Gotcha. Then yeah, I might have. But she could load it to find out. Yeah, Jeremy's on the computer though. But I can tell you what I can do is I can look at your past broadcast
Yeah.
and go to the very end, and if
Where
I
you
saved
switch
it,
side. Wait, yeah, sorry.
yeah. So yeah, give me a second.
I mean, if you didn't, then that rules that idea out. Because nothing else has changed. I've been through the 160 trains twice now and made sure they're all off. I mean, I can fix it. from here. I think.
Yes, I did. I saved the game with the Fat Controller menu open but not connected to a train.
Yeah, so it's just sitting there. Let me check again, see if it's still doing it. I think it will be. Yeah, that Fat Controller free. Chimiko, if you're still here, mate, do you reckon that could be the cause of it? Having the Fat Controller menu open?
To an offline player.
To an offline player.
Picella, when I was streaming the Megabase, I saved the file so that it would keep all the current concreting. So I saved the game and I had the Fat Controller menu open. Had it open, saved the game, and then loaded my game. Well, that save file I sent to Will. He's now opening it and getting some train lag, and he thinks it's due to me having the Fat Controller menu open. But since I'm now an offline player, that's what's causing the lag. So, and yeah, Chewy said it could be.
Okay. So Chewy, in theory, to fix this here and now, if I save the game, change my player name to exactly what Brit's player name is, which is just mbitb and it all lowercase, I will load in and load the world back up. I'll load as you. I then close Fat Controller, resave the game, come out of it, put the player name back to me, and carry on my way. Exactly what Commander
just what
King.
Commander King just said. Change name to Embert, turn it off. Yeah. Hey, Root.
Hey, Root.
Thanks, Noob Assassin. Apparently, he is thoroughly impressed with my, hey, I can just go watch the past broadcasts. Yeah, he said that sounds right.
Right, so this is going to be 6. And it needs a hot fix. Yep, that one. Australia Day. It's like Independence Day, but for Australia. So this is going to be 7. Right, what's next?
Oh, okay, I get it, Noob Assassins. You were just being sarcastic. Awesome. Well, you're welcome.
Right, so Oil North 1. Where is Oil North 1 from here? I did see the incredible telescopic train. Well, you done goof. Yes, I know I did. I did good, right? Right, tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna try this out then. I'll save the game. So in theory, when I load as you, Fat Controller should be open. Quick game. Options, other, copy that. See, so yours is just input B in it. That's it. No,
Yeah.
no save button. Okay, right, play, load game.
You guys want to send Root a invite to the Discord chat?
Yeah, one sec.
I can do it.
Yeah, and vice versa is open. Close that. Save game.
I sent it on Skype route. I can send it somewhere else, but that was the first place I thought of.
Quick game. Hold on, new settings. I'll get that for you in a minute. Hey, you like that, Rosington? Good. The train didn't like it too much.
Nope.
Okay. Thank you, autosave. Impeccable timing as always. Showtime used. Fat controller. That was it. Is this still going to be North 1? Where are we going next? Be North 2, I'm guessing. Yep.
Yeah, the FPS isn't jumping around near like it was.
Yeah, it's actually higher. It was at 45 now, 46 even. We was hovering around the 42 with that, and then jumping around, so it's much smoother. Yeah, rule of thumb from now on for everybody then: when in Fat Controller, close it when you don't need it.
Right.
Hello.
Whoa,
Hello.
hey Root.
Hey, volume. Volume
Sorry.
control. Sorry,
My bad, guys. My bad. My
Sorry.
bad.
With this Discordy thing, I can turn you down. There we go.
Well, that would work too, wouldn't it? How is everyone today?
We're all good. We thought we'd lost you to other games. 'Cause apparently there's other games out there.
Yeah, yeah. You don't make me feel guilty, Will.
But you left us.
I didn't leave you.
That there.
Cheating on us with those other games.
I will never leave you guys, and I've just got to play other stuff because of my channel. That scared the crap out of everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Well-
Blame it on the channel.
Everyone's awake now.
Oh,
Though.
well, I can't. I can't play the same game for months on end. You know, I have a lot of respect for you, Will, for being able to just play Factorio flat out, but I can't do it, man. Like, I get bored and I need to go play something else. That's just me.
Don't lie, Root. You and the Crusher had a falling out.
Admit it, Root.
We're not-
You tried to break the game and it broke you.
We're not talking at the moment, but there is still hope. There is still hope we can rekindle our relationship, rekindle the fire that once was. But no, we're not talking. I'm giving the Crusher the cold shoulder at the moment.
Okay.
Fuck that thing.
Oh, that's great.
No, but seriously, the Crusher. Oh my god.
It crushed you, didn't it?
Hmm.
It
Crush your soul.
The 30-minute load
Yep.
and save times makes things hard. I'm not gonna lie. And
Well, that's what you get for using a cheaty map gen command.
yeah, I didn't think
Yeah.
it would do that, did I? But I learnt, and at least I got where I wanted it to do now. And you know, just with a little bit more oil and little bit more solar, you know, we're actually pretty close. I think I need another gigawatt of power, and I'm good to go. It's pretty exciting. So what's happening in the megabase?
You missed it. I did one of your leaf out of your book. I had a massive project to do and I just smashed it out in one day. It was like a 16-hour stream.
What was it?
Oil outposting. I'm still actually tidying
right.
up and detailing at the moment. The vertical stations need a quick little hot fix, and they all need renaming.
Yeah, right.
But
We're
oil,
done.
yeah, good.
The laptop is on its last legs. It really, like, anything involving the hard drive is iffy. It's like 50-50. I think the transfer speed is actually cutting in half these days. So the speed that I was getting before I started playing Factorio on the laptop it's about half now. So yeah.
Wow.
Anyway. But I just spent the last hour having a really good chat with Avac, Will.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Avac's a really nice guy. He's actually normal. He is English, which you know counts against him, but
Of course,
you know, you can't have everything.
You're English at heart, though, Root.
No, I'm not.
It's,
No, I'm not.
how'd you get there? You were sent there by us.
How did I get here?
Yeah, you were sent there by us because you committed a crime. That's how you got there.
My heritage is German, and actually my family are free settlers. They emigrated to Australia after all their shit in Germany got burnt. Fun times. I think that was like how did it happen?
Those Germans know how to have a good laugh, don't they?
Yeah, no, it was like my heritage. Like they used to own like a castle and brew their own beer, but then like a neighbouring family like burnt it down. So the family like moved through Europe and eventually hopped a boat from I think France to Australia. It was not in a world war. It was actually before the world wars. Username. This is like the 1600s, I think it was. It's interesting, actually, my family history. Quite interesting. So anyway, back to the Factorio Beginner's Guide. I wanted to ask you guys: was there anything in particular that really irked you? Like, what was the? Because I did notice that you were cracking the shits on Twitter the other day, Will. And
Yeah, and
What-
that's
what was- what-
and
what's
that's
the
not
story?
like me. Right. Play-wise, they're building far too small. I think they should, encourage and show that not to cramp everything together, because that's what people find frustrating. Is that he was building far too small and he's not giving himself room to
Yep.
grow.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was probably the biggest thing to begin with. And I think he just needs to check what's a mod and what's not a mod beforehand, because they were talking about 2 types of alien goop, and they were actually recording for YouTube, and I was like, no, thankfully it got fixed there and then, but I was like, I think they a little bit too much time with mods, and new players, if it's a beginner's guide, do not need to know anything that's a mod.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I
okay.
agree with that.
So just double check with himself what's a mod, what's not a mod.
Okay. Was that all?
Some little bits and pieces as well, like the way they build things. They put it down. They don't really explain like why they do it in that setup sort of thing. I know with the when they were doing the power saying, oh yeah, you can do the pipes and then the boilers and then that and then that and then that, but they don't say the reason behind it.
And Zenith says, what I found frustrating was they didn't seem to have a grasp on the game yet. They're making a guide. Do a let's play. That's fine. Yeah. Well, Zenith, this may come as a shock to everyone here, but I started making tutorials with I think it was about 10 or 15 hours in the game. So, at some point you got to fake it till you make it. Does that shock you guys? Does it shock you? You were alarmed?
Nope.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Good son. Good. I'll play that one. You fuck it. Go on a hole. I suppose that's one all for the whole English crack earlier on.
Yep.
So okay, fair enough. Look, when I was talking to Avak, he said that he takes feedback. So I think that if you guys want to give feedback, just go to his YouTube channel. Fucking leave a comment. He actually reads them.
Yeah, but it seems like the tutorial, the information he's got is out of date as well. So he was talking about chest explosions and saying, oh, if you
Chest explosions.
Yeah, if you destroy a chest when it's full of materials, it's going to explode everywhere. That doesn't happen anymore.
That's long gone.
Downgrade it.
Mm-hmm.
When was that taken out again? That was like
version 10.
0.11.
Yeah.
10 into 11,
That's the
wasn't
bad
it?
old days.
Mm.
Yeah, those are the bad old days.
And
Chest explosions.
they're going about those, and it's like, they don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I was saying that in the chat at the time, and he didn't see it.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. How many people was in the chat?
Actually talking, me, Demon, Zenith, Clonan, and one of his moderators.
Okay.
We
you
kind
do
of
know how hard it is to keep up with chat.
Dude, yeah, 2,700 lines of chat yesterday.
And you do know how hard it is to keep up with chat when there's a whole bunch of people talking that you don't want to listen to.
But I do want to listen to it. That's why I'm here on Twitch. If you don't want to listen, if you want to record for YouTube, don't stream on Twitch. You're just going to piss the Twitch people off. If you want to record YouTube. Don't try and do both and end up doing neither.
There's a
Point of Twitch is
where,
interaction.
Yeah.
Right.
There is a point where the Twitch and YouTube can't go side by side, and that's when you're recording for YouTube.
Take it like you do it. If you record for YouTube in private on your own, or do prep work on Twitch and chat with Twitch people, don't cheat and save yourself time by trying to do both, because
because you feel bad because you weren't being listened to.
No,
well, I don't care because
they had breaks in between each episode, sort of thing, which was good, but he kind of didn't take on board what chat was saying, oh, you could have done this differently and all of that. He just like carried on going, which you got to do for a let's play. Yeah, fair enough. But
Yeah.
Mentioning those like little extra little bits, like instead of doing furnaces, bots, miner sort of thing, going
Yeah.
furnace miner or 2 electric miners as 1 furnace sort of thing. Those little bits that make it different and more information is kind of skipped over.
Sure. Because there's, the other thing in play is that to Shenra and that, you're just a bunch of randoms. Like, they don't know, they don't know about the mega base, man. Like, they don't know what you do. They don't know how good you are. So.
Yeah, but I mean, coming from the Twitch stream, that really shouldn't matter, because like we have new people come in our chat all the time, and we really try to really make sure that we talk to them. Like, hey, do you have any questions? Because we want to say, hey, we know you're new, but you're welcome here. But like, if we go to a Twitch stream and we're not a regular, so we get ignored, well, guess what? We're not going to be back. So your community that you have is not going to get any bigger.
And I think, because this has been happening for a little while, hasn't it, guys? Like, the whole getting ignored thing.
No.
With the big streamers, not smaller ones. No, it's just mainly the big ones, like the Arumba and all them that are huge because of Minecraft.
Big ones. You go into a big streamer's stream and yeah, fair enough. You might not get spoken to, sort of thing, because the amount of people and the bigger the chat, the harder it is to say hello to the new people. But when you get 5 or 6 people saying to you at the same time, it's wrong, and they just carry on going, then there's something going on there.
Yeah, even when your own moderator is tagging his name and saying you've just done something wrong, and it was his. What I'm guessing was like his lead moderator, because he was talking direct to him. He was very active in the chat with us. Even when another viewer was like having a go at us for having a go, and the moderator was like, "These guys are pros. They're allowed to get they're allowed to be unhappy and start jumping up and down." He recognised that we know what we're talking about and was trying to help, but we were getting ignored. And I was trying to educate his. I was trying to teach his chat. I thought, I can't teach the streamer. I'll teach his chat then, and by posting images and stuff. And the moderator was like, giving me permits and that as I needed them. So the
question becomes, how do we convey the information? How do we get it across to them? And what information does need to be conveyed, isn't it?
Yeah. So
a let's play tutorial kind of isn't the best.
You gotta remember though, like what's going to happen here is Factorio is going to hit Steam. People are going to load up the game. They're going to have no fucking idea what they're doing, and then they're going to go to YouTube and they're going to type in Factorio tutorial, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what's going to happen here is these people, they're going to search for advice on the game. So I suppose, like, the question is, do we... Xenophus here. Do we want to be part of that conversation? Like, do we want to have a say in what's being talked about and how people are being taught? Like, do we want to be part of that?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah? Because like, I like, the hard thing is, like, how do we do that? How do we become part of it? And that's, the tricky thing. So I think, like, the chat I had with Avac was pretty good. Like, he's a really good guy, and I think Shen, he's a pretty big YouTuber, and he's always done things his way. So I think we have an opportunity to be part of the conversation. I think we have an opportunity to, form part of it, at least a small part. Like, we won't be able to completely control the conversation because people are still going to watch Arumba, they're going to watch Quill 18, and those are people that we don't have access to. But, in terms of what Avac and Shen are doing, we do have access to it.
I think Roomba has killed himself on Factorio.
He's doing a mega base now, though, bro.
No, he's doing that, but he's also doing a marathon mod. And
Since when?
He's been streaming a marathon mod.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Arvak was talking about it. He said, yeah, he's pretty much given up on it. It's like, wow. Because
It's hard.
it was like 3 hours in and only got on to like 5 assemblers.
So Dutch says do a multiplayer stream with one of the guys. Well, that gets us nowhere because once the stream's over, the video effectively doesn't exist.
Well, what we could do is
Why
they're doing
not do a
this
tutorial thing where you get one of these YouTube guys who, Avak or whoever it is, who have the viewers, put someone in a video with them who actually knows what they're talking about with the game. Because, like, personally for me, it was frustrating watching that stream because the amount of misinformation that was coming across was just insane. Talking about, there's different sizes of alien goo and that sort of thing that you just sort of sit there and you're like, what are you, like, what? Like, I understand you maybe had a mod before or whatever, and that's fine. But when you're introducing new players to the game, obviously he's a big YouTuber, and that's awesome. We want Factorio to do well, but we also want the right information to come across. And it's frustrating to see, like, I'm not saying it's bad or anything like that, but it's not right, So put someone in one of those videos who does know what they're talking about. Have it where that person teaches Avak or whatever like that, something like that, where they can go, I see you're doing it this way, but how about we do it this way instead?
Yeah, similar to that Break the Game that you and Will first started. Do something like that, but do it with whatever his name is, and then do that. I can't. Y'all say it so fast. I can't figure out how y'all are saying his name. So I'm just like, well, the A dude.
What's his face? Old mate.
What's his face?
It's like old mate. It's old.
Anyways,
mate.
yeah. So do like a YouTube series
crazy.
with him. But do like a YouTube series with him, teaching him how to play the game.
Here's the problem, though. I have 4,000 subscribers. I have nothing to offer. These people do YouTube for a job. It's their job. So, it sounds great and all, putting someone in that knows what they're doing. But at the end of the day, how does it make them money? We're crossing a bit of a line where...
Because if it gets known that, okay, say he did like a 5-part or a 10-part series of, hey, for example, let's get Colonel Will in here, and Colonel Will teaches us about trains or teaches us about something else. If that becomes known as a really good series of, like, this is how we do things correctly, gets lots of viewers, gets interest on his channel, it's beneficial to have really good content on your channel. So I honestly think it's a win-win for both sides.
Yeah.
So the kind of content that you're talking about is evergreen content. And evergreen content is good because it does drive a lot of views. And I do have some evergreen stuff on my YouTube channel, and it has been the foundation to a lot of the progress that I've made. But the real issue is that having some people come and join them, like this is what I was actually concerned about, having you come and join me, Zenithers, because I didn't want to be the parasite. Saying I go and join him, or Will joins him, or someone joins him. You don't want to be the parasite. You don't want to be the guy there leeching off the successful people. And at the end of the day, you might create the evergreen content, you might, but you also might be just some random, and it might not get the views, whereas the content that they're trying to create will be more of a play along with us, learn with us, and here's a starting point. I think that's what they're aiming for. So, it's how, and that's great that they want to do that, and I don't think that we're going to be able to stop them. And insofar as one of us getting into the videos, it's just not going to happen. So, it's how do we drive the conversation? How do we get the point across? How do we teach them in a nice way? How do we get them to listen to us? That's the real issue at hand. Because if we can do that, then we can have all the things that you're talking about. We can do all of those things. We can improve all those things.
Well, if we're just trying to get our foot in the door for doing information, what happened to having the spotlight when you were in one of the Friday Facts? Root, and I know in there they mentioned something about doing some sort of regular player spotlight. What happened to that? Like, I think you got highlighted, and then like no one else after that.
It was only an occasional thing.
All right, cloning, get in there. We need words.
Yeah,
it was only an occasional thing, and the boost that I got from that was tiny. Like, it was sizable, but it was, in the scheme of things, quite small.
Right, because the game's not very well known right now. But I think once it hits Steam and people are out on the website and they go back through the Friday Facts, then they're going to see Root and Colonel Will and Zedith and Demon and Madzuri, and they're going to see all these people, and then that's going to direct them to their YouTube channel or their stream channels, and they can watch past broadcasts, and and that at least gets our names mentioned, so that if we're streaming, or they can go on your YouTube channel and see tutorials, then they can know how to do it. Now, granted, they're probably going to hear about the big names first, but if we can't get in those videos with the big guys, then the next best thing would be to get our names mentioned on the actual source of the game, the Factorio website. Yeah,
and the devs have already made some pretty big progress in that regard. Like, I'm already on the video page. The first actual linked video. My name's on the list of YouTubers, so they're already making some pretty big strides in that direction. And I think that they realise that getting, because I think one of the things that's going to determine whether Factorio is successful or not is how easily people can pick up the game, how accessible it is. If the game isn't accessible, it's going to struggle.
And see, that's
I think
where
they realise that.
But that's what we're talking about. Like, for me, it's like they're watching, a Let's Play or a beginner's guide. It's not a beginner's guide. It's misinformation. Now, I'm not trying to have a go at them at all, and don't interpret it that way. What I'm saying is, if there is a channel of communication open, let's use it, and let's say, hey guys, would there be any way that we could help you? Like, let's turn it from being like a, we saw this and we it wasn't great or whatever, into what can we do to fix it? Like, I'm happy to sit there and mentor.
Yeah, you've got the audience, we've got the knowledge. Let's make the audience have that knowledge that they don't
right.
But I don't care about that.
The other thing is though that we can't go dropping knowledge bombs on people. Like, you can't just go in there and say, right, you're all shit, you're doing it my way now. You're doing it as here's another way of looking at it.
Exactly.
Have you guys heard the proverb, give a man a fish, he eats for a day, teach a man to fish, he eats for his life?
Yeah.
Like, and like teaching concepts and that kind of thing. Do you think that maybe that's the way we should go with this, and that's the idea that we should have? Right, we try and teach the concepts rather than the numbers.
I think so, because I know from my personal experience, everybody was talking about how great of a game Factorio was. So I was like, okay, fine. So I downloaded the demo. Yeah, it was fun. Okay, let me download the whole game. So I bought the game, downloaded it, and played it. There were so many things that weren't talked about in the tutorial that comes with the game. So I get to the point where the biters are starting to evolve faster than me, because I didn't realize it's not mentioned anywhere that, look, you have to research your military in order to fend off the biters. So many of my bases, the biters out-evolved me, and therefore I couldn't make any progress with my base or sit there and learn about, sitting here and figure out how something works, because I was constantly getting attacked by biters. So I would rage quit and be like, this game sucks. And so then when Will and I started multiplaying, And it was little, I mean, it's little things that I can honestly say, that probably wouldn't be in a tutorial, but maybe they should be in like hey, I've been playing the game for 800 hours. Let me show you some tricks that I found to make you have better success with your game. And that was what happened. Is so Will sat down and we played all the way through the game, all the way through until a rocket launch. And it's like, oh, so now I can sit down to a brand new world and do just fine on my own. But without that help and those little tips and tricks here and there, I was making no progress at all. And I think so there needs to be some sort of tutorial out there, because now some people like Will and say you, Root, even you, Demon and Zeta, if y'all have a good handle on games, you guys are going to get this. You're going to power through the hard parts. You're going to figure it out and you're going to do great at it. But some people don't have that natural knack at video gaming. I'm one of those people. So it's like, for those people that want to try the game out, if you give them good material that helps them play the game, then they'll get it. So
Definitely. And I think that's the material that we need to start working on, is what are the concepts at the heart of this? What
Right.
are the ideas at the base? Not okay, you take like let me give you an example. You don't, instead of being like this is that with the way you build a factory, you have X number of this, Y number of that, and Z number of this.
Yeah.
Instead being like, okay, well, what you try and do with your factory is you'll try and build a bus, and you'll try and build it in a straight line where you don't make corners, and you go from there. Like, how do we, what are the concepts, and how do we convey them, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, right. And I think with what Will said earlier in the conversation was, we need to explain to people that you need to space things out, even though you may feel like there are miles between, this build and that build, and you feel like you need them really close together. Right now you feel that way, but later on when you've got legs and you're making more and you need more resources, per minute, then that space that you're giving yourself is not big enough. You need to make sure that you space things out. It's little things like that you don't think about because you don't know anything about the game. But all of us that have played the game, we have the forethought to know, okay, I can make this tiny little circuit build to get me circuits right now. But if I start building my oil around it, well, then now my circuit build cannot grow.
Yeah.
So.
That was the other thing. I just mentioned when they were streaming. They were going on about the science packs, and alright, no one ever likes doing it, but the blue science packs, they treated it as if it was the devil and should be burned in hell.
Blue science is the devil. It's the hardest part of the game, man.
It's the hardest part of the game, but right off the bat saying this thing will absolutely kill your brain and is soul destroying isn't a good advertisement for the game. Oh look, later
Come
on.
on, it kind of is though. It kind of is.
It is. I'm not saying it isn't, but But saying it in like the first 2 episodes, how would you feel if you've never played the game? You go, oh yeah, this looks good, and then someone says this thing will destroy your brain. A lot of people turn around and go, maybe not.
Right, I get
that's
that.
hard
I get what he's saying.
That's hard to say though. What most people would say, like it's hard to know what people are going to think about a thing.
Well, I guess if anything, there's a way to say it. Instead of saying this thing is going to kill your brain, you're going to get frustrated or whatever, just, make it like, this is a very challenging game. This isn't a game that you're going to come to and just aimlessly kill time at. It's going to be challenging, but it's also rewarding.
Yeah, and just say once you've done it, you're over the hill.
But the thing is, though, that we're never going to change them, and we're never going to change what's already out there. We can only, affect the future. We can only have an impact on the future and what comes next.
Yeah.
So, it probably does feel to Shen that it will destroy his brain, and it probably will, because he hasn't played that much Factorio. But at the end of the day, when it does come time to do blue science, if there are some established concepts, they've taught a few rules where, for example, you work backwards. You get, where you want to go, and then you work backwards through it. You break things down into small steps, and people see, okay, Shen, hated blue science, but he got it done. He could get it done. You know, maybe there's some value to that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the easiest thing in the world. Yes, it was hard. It was hard for me. But
I think the problem is it's such a jump from what you've done before. You know, previously it's like green science, which is 2 steps. Then you go to blue science, which is 4 steps in some places.
Yeah.
It's giving it the stigma. Oh, I mean, like if someone says to you that this thing is hard, do you instantly go ahead and go, yeah, I'll try it?
We have no control over the stigma because it's always going to be there. There is always going to be people like Morvalara in the world who believe that you can only place 1 miner per iron patch. That you can never change. The only question is, it's good, isn't it?
I missed that.
The question is, you know, how do we make things really easy for Avak and Shen? How do we make it really easy to play in a way that's going to help the community?
Gotta keep it simple, stupid.
I'd agree with that. So, what I've said to Avak is that I'll just keep commenting in the videos, and he's going to have a chat to Shen about the series and what they're doing with it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, Jack. there was a streamer, mate, that thought you could only place 1 miner per patch, and it was a burner miner. It's fucking next level. You should have seen. I'm pretty sure Sal started bleeding from the eyes. He got banned so quickly. He was perma banned too. The mods were like, just don't come back.
Yeah. Another thing I think they should have done it first was play the first the tutorial, the first 3 maps or whatever, because what they cover in the first few episodes could have been broken down a lot quicker and a lot easier in those first few. But they've already done it. I can't change it, but it's just going straight into it is a little bit hard.
Yep.
It's a bit like
it's all hindsight, you know. The amount of videos I've done where they've been published for a week and I've gone back and looked at them.
You're like, what did
it's
I
just
do?
like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, it would have been so much better to do it this way, but you know, at some point you just got to roll with what you got.
Yeah. It was a bit like when Kleinen was going, oh yeah, I need some tutorials or whatever, and it was like, oh yeah, I need some really basic stuff, and I just said, here's your tutorials, posted up the keybinds sheet. It was like, that is the most useful resource you could ever have.
Yeah, the keybinds are very helpful.
Yeah.
What's the most esoteric keybind that you've got?
What the ones that are most useful?
Like, what's the weirdest keybind that does the most useful thing?
Removing deconstruction.
I remember. Didn't I teach you that?
I honestly did not know that for fucking 300 hours in the game.
What are y'all talking about?
Undeconstruct.
Remove the deconstruction.
I'll tell the story, right? Zenith and I are playing, right? We're playing, and I deconstructed something, and then I undid it. And then Zenith was like, can you do that? I was like, bro, that's not even funny. And that was how Zenith learned, after approximately 600 hours in-game, that you could undo a deconstruction planner.
Okay, the X's, you can undo the X's on the items.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Yeah, it took me a while to know that one too. See, it's little things like that that aren't taught in the game, and it's little things like that that seem like, to us now, such a tiny little thing, but when you're new and the game is already overwhelming and you're trying to learn, you know, if you accidentally deconstruct stuff, crap, now I've got to rebuild all this. It's little things like that I think should be in a tutorial somewhere, where it's like, hey, these little tips, they're not huge, but they will make your life a lot easier.
Yeah.
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 And I've got one video in my current playlist that is devoted to that, pro tips. And when I do the revise, I'm going to revise all of the tutorials that I've got up to, I don't know, I think it was the logistics bots that I'm going to do. So when I revise them, that'll be one of the things that I put in. So for example, in the pro tips video, it'll be all the keybinds, all those little things
Yeah.
to cover those things that people just don't know. Like, what is it? Control right click, move half of all the stacks. Shift right click to move half the one stack. You know, things like that. Shift left click to move that stack. Control left click to move the entirety of that resource.
Pressing control on a box to collect everything inside it.
Yep.
Control
click
clicking
to
into
collect
stuff.
everything in.
Yeah.
Cancelling a crafting thing, like one of them, all of them.
Yeah.
It's another way of doing a chest explosion. Queuing up a load of things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Right click for building 5 at a time. Control clicking to build all of them. That sort of thing.
Right.
Yep.
You make a 20-minute video out of all of them and demonstrating them.
Yeah, and even
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
Buggeton had some like I can't remember, but some sort of like tutorial like things where it was just different ways of moving things around on a belt. So like if you had a full belt and you needed it to be, you know, just on the right side of the belt so that you could join it with something else. I know he
side-loading
did
and
belt
stuff.
weaving and all that kind of stuff. It's like if he could just do even like a video like that of like here's different ways you can manipulate your belts to get your stuff to where you want it to go. Shut up, Bruce.
He
I'm sorry.
he does have more like that queued up, but he's in the middle of a move at the moment, so a lot of his content isn't going to be out for a bit.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Buggeton.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, who else was it? Zero Vapor's also moving, isn't he?
Yep. He popped into chat yesterday to say he wouldn't be around for a bit. Don't
Oh,
panic.
is that where he's been? Okay.
Yeah, he popped in and said, like, don't panic,
I
just
did
away.
remember he said he was getting a new job or something. So that's
Yeah,
probably
he's moving nearer to the job. He's working for Electronic Arts, he said.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
speaking
that's
of
right.
Mm.
That's
Uh,
right.
3-year job or
Phoenix.
something.
Yeah, Phoenix was in the chat earlier today too.
Yeah, he pops in when he
did
can.
drop me a line actually.
Cool.
He dropped me a line actually on the 9th of January. I'm a little bit late to it. He said that my tutorial on the loops was perfect.
Now, our tutorial on the loops was the best.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Have you not seen it? It was my understanding that everyone has seen it. The trolling
Oh, the trolling.
with
That-
the
that's-
loops. Yes.
That's the only
That's
way
how you
to
loop.
use a loop.
Yeah. So
See, most people won't get that. That's such an in joke, though. That's something that only people on Twitch would get. Only regular viewers of yours on Twitch would get that.
and here we are on Twitch with all the regulars.
Yeah.
Jokes down.
If we're talking about promoting it to the wider people, if we're out of 10 contains loops, most people will go, "What? What's loops?" And they have no idea what we're talking about.
That's what
Anyway,
we
I
need
think
to do
I think I'm off
tutorial on
topic.
To me, it feels like it's the other way around. It feels like more people use loops than junctions.
They do, because I'm the one that started junctions.
That's
Loop.
yeah.
Loops are
Yeah.
easier to do. They're just bad.
I think it comes from Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe, because that's how you build rails in OTD.
Really, because in Simitrans it's point to point,
Oh yeah.
no loops.
Yeah.
Trains reverse.
Well, like
In TTD, it is a lot better to have a like a 1-0 or a 1x train, so no double-headed. It's a lot better
Yeah.
to have a single head.
Yeah,
That's where the loop come
in
in.
Simitrans,
A lot of people don't know you can put another train on the other side.
yeah, in Simitrans
So,
the train
with,
reverses,
like,
but takes longer to
the
go.
amount of people, right? Get this well. the amount of people that try and argue that loops are better in Factorio than point to point, using pictures from Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe, would astound you. Would absolutely astound you.
Look, if you guys need me to optimize your rail networks with loops, I'm
Yeah,
happy to do that.
good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, fuck it. You're welcome to optimize mine. We'll see you in 6 months, eh?
Well, and hey, you know, signals are another thing that could.
Yeah, well,
use-
Zenith and I are supposed to be doing a tutorial on that, aren't we, Zenith?
Yeah, because that was the hardest part of this game for me to wrap my head around. Now that I've got
Chain
it,
signals.
it seems so simple, but yeah.
Well, who had a really good explanation? There was someone that had a really, really good explanation for chain signals.
Excellent signals, isn't it? Nightbot. Exclamation mark signal. Isn't it? Just basic.
Yeah, I think it was K.
Or was it Zooey? There you go.
Don't let a train no, it was even better than that. It was like kindergarten simple.
Okay, no, that's not it. And then Signals 3 is posting a picture, so yeah, it's not that one.
Maybe we don't have it then. I thought it was basic signals to explain. Is it chain? Exclamation mark
That's
chain.
right. We did a video on chain signals, didn't we, Will?
We did. It's linked there on signals 2, chain signals.
Yes, Signals 2 right there.
Yep. Second video is our video on chain signals.
To me, I think, if I can, you know, try to remember back on what finally made everything click for me, is I know that sometimes I know in a few little like last minute tutorials that we'll do like on stream with Will, he'll use just two tracks making a cross to
That's what's in the
to
video.
Yeah, that's
right,
what's
to
in the
use it.
video.
But to me, every time I see that, it doesn't always make sense. I think what helped me make sense of it all was when Will was in my base and we were actually messing with T-junctions. Big, well, they weren't big, but, 2-lane, 3-way, or 4-way junctions. Actually seeing the chain signals, what they do. Like, see how there's this train jam, and because this chain signal's here, this intersection is not blocked. So even though there's a train signal on this line, this intersection is still usable by other trains, so therefore it's not, completely deadlocking everything. And it was seeing that in action that actually made it like, oh, I get it. I get why chain signals, I get what their purpose is. But just seeing it on this little T, 2-lane track thing, it doesn't really, that's not how you use trains in your world. So you take that example and you apply it to a T-junction and it doesn't make sense.
And this is where different kinds of teaching is important, because the way, obviously for you didn't get that, but for a lot of people, if you put if we put it into like a real life situation, it would confuse them because there's too much going on. They wouldn't see the point. So what we're trying to do is simplify it down so that we go, okay, here's the at the basis of what we're talking about. We've got one rail crossing another. You needed to see the actual example, and you needed to experiment with the example. So you would be more of a practical learner, I think they call it, like where you got to put your hands on it and play with it. Whereas other people, whereas with what we were trying to do there was trying to explain it in a way that was very, very basic, so that people could see it and then start to understand what it is at the basic level, so that whatever their system, they could then apply it. That was the theory.
Yeah, but even in my world, like when I was first ever starting and I didn't even have a 2-lane main line or whatever. It's just one lane's going where I needed it to go to a outpost and reverse your way back home. Even with that, granted, you don't need chain signals as much, but you kind of do to make sure you don't have 2 trains on that same line and then they get, locked up. And even then, it didn't really help because I don't have a bunch of perpendicular intersections running around in my base. It's more like, okay, how do I put this chain signal to keep this train from coming into the outpost behind this train? You know, kind of thing like that. And I'm not saying you can't do the basic one, but it's more like
God.
maybe start with that and then just grow, so you can see like, okay, look, you've got this simple stuff, and then when you merge to 2 lanes and up to 4, yeah.
I've got God.
Nice.
I've got
Miguel.
God.
Yeah, that's it. Nightbot it. We got him.
Yeah,
Revenge for the no sleep.
I've been got.
Yeah, that's revenge for the no sleep.
I've been got. Oh
Great,
no.
Miguel.
Jack, that post you linked there, the images on there are all wrong. Most of them are wrong.
How
In
do
the
you add a
first,
quote?
in the first image, it's missing signals, and it's even got a signal on the wrong side of the track.
I haven't even said it yet.
Don't think you need to.
Oh, this,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is.
Uh,
Oh, this is that one.
Yeah.
This was the bad one.
yeah. There's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
one of
wrong
those.
in it.
See, that needs to be a chain signal, not a regular.
Needs to be on the right side of the track first.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. One of those needs to be a chain.
Oh dear.
Quiet, Damon, with your sensibilities. There's no place here for that. Quiet down.
Yeah, this is the really bad one.
The
I think
loops,
that I couldn't
they're
even in the
bad.
end. I couldn't even in the end with this one. I think you pointed it out, Zareth, and I just was like, no.
Yeah. Do a mad say, nope.
Yeah.
So I can't add that quote. You should add that quote.
You just have to add it as a command. The Nightbot doesn't have a quotey thing, I don't think.
No,
Okay.
Just exclamation mark, play or something.
Yeah, no, I've got it.
You got it, Root? Because I was going to fix it.
Yeah, I've
but
got
you
it.
got it. Okay.
I can't believe that.
Hey, uncatchable.
I got gut. I got gut.
Even
I-
that sick guy's recommended it as well. So yeah. Don't even-
Yes, that's definitely wrong then, because he's a spoon.
Oh, good lord, that command is too long, Root.
No, it isn't. It's perfect.
Yes, it is.
It is perfect.
Exclamation mark, practical learner.
There's so much wrong.
Like, exclamation point play would have been a lot easier.
No.
I want to learn from Root. Root, you
Cheddar.
got a fan. Cheddar Chip, he's got your number.
Cheddar please. Cheddar please.
Child,
Cut it out.
please.
Child please.
Hey, Will, how's the beacons been going in your factory?
I found the last one. I found it yesterday. It was at an outpost.
Did you?
Yeah, they're all gone now.
Good stuff.
Oh my god, I can't believe I even said that. What the fuck?
Yep, you said it. We were all here. We're going to
Hey.
highlight it.
Your oh yeah, we need to highlight that. That's even better than the command. Because the command can play the highlight.
So around an hour and 40 minutes.
Yep,
I've been set up.
it's gonna be a thing.
I have been prosecuted. I've been framed. Y'all crazy.
Anyway, I gotta go. I'll catch you all later.
See you. Thanks for
Alright,
coming by. Bye. Oh, buy us. Buy us. There we go. Hi Zenith, by the way. Welcome.
Hey, Zedith.
Is that Root left the door open again? Apparently. Yeah, we'll have to get that highlighted and post it on Root's Twitter for all of his people to see.
Yeah, can I do the highlight now if I can find it?
Sure, of course you can.
Yeah. I just don't know how to. I can do this.
Or-
Never mind.
Don't you have to wait for the VOD to come through?
Nope.
Or does it
It's
work
it's
straight away?
it's VOD's there now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And but you can make highlights because to my channel because she's an editor.
You never changed the stream title, by the way. It still says Megabase has been hijacked.
It says day 27 on my page.
Well, at least the second title. That's what it shows.
Yeah, the notification would have gone out with the wrong title, but it should be 27 now.
Oh, okay.
If you might have to refresh. Actually, you could change the VOD title if you like. That should.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, day 27 chat Scott.
Oh, I've got to go. See you later.
See you, Demon. Bye, mate.
All right,
Okay,
bye,
That's fine,
Demon.
mate.
Oh yeah, when did it become 2 AM?
And then there were 2, 3. I can math.
I can't get the video to play. It's playing, but it's just black. So I guess I'll have to wait till later.
Maybe there was a delay then. No, wait, because they pulled the VOD up when I crashed. They had the VOD link
Right,
within minutes.
right. That's what I'm saying. Is it for whatever reason it's not doing it right now?
Twitch being twitchy.
Okay, Piccolo said refresh. Oh, restart the browser altogether? Oh, okay. I can do that.
I got a question for you guys. My Factorio's broke. Fix it. Looks like I'm playing Bob's mods now with this crafting menu.
Wait, what?
Check the. Yeah, it looks like I'm playing Bob's mods. There's no tabs anymore. It's all just one big crafting menu, including the
How'd you manage
recipes.
that?
I don't know. If I knew that, I'd fix it. It happened when I switched usernames. Well, when I came back.
Ruh-roh.
Thinking about it, I actually remember reading something on the forums. Options. Options, use, items, menus, submenu, okay. Where be that? Use item groups. Thank you. Anti-elites, thank you very much. And Ank, thank you. Oh, biters, robots. Why the hell would you want an option to not have the crafting menu sectioned off? That was horrible. See, I didn't even know that. 2 years into the game, no one ever taught me that. That wasn't a tutorial.
Noob.
I know. No idea how to Factorio.
No.
But I do know
See you
how to...
later, County Cupid.
See you, Kenny. Well, I tell you what I do know, Zenith. I do know how to undeconstruct. I didn't know that you didn't know that. How did you not know that?
Well, it's not. It's not something that's like, hey, this is a deconstruction planner. This is how you get rid of it.
I'm trying to think how I learned it now. I think I've done it by accident.
Yeah, exactly.
Red Dutton.
See you later, we're done. Welcome back, we're done. Wait, how do you?
Yeah.
Right. You got your item. You would deconstruct it like you would do normally. And if you hold shift and do it again, it undeconstructs it. Hold shift. Yep, instant learning. Could have found that useful a while ago. Yeah, I'm sure we all could have. If anyone watched Root's multiplayer series with Onag, Root only spent most of the video building a green circuit factory. Root comes over after working at something else to inspect it, and he goes, yeah, I can fix it, and deconstructs it. The bots come swarming in to remove it, and only goes shouting and screaming, going crazy at the bots, trying to stop them, but obviously it's too late, it's gone. And I was like, well, you could have just undeconstructed it quickly, you'd have probably have got it in time. But he didn't know it, so it was his 20 minutes work was destroyed. One of the funniest things I've ever seen on Factorio.
Yeah, this thing is just straight up not working, so I can't make the highlight yet. It's not, for whatever reason, it's not working. I've closed the browser like 3 times and it's just not doing it.
Yeah, destroy bots are your friends, Fizz. They're about the only thing that can hold up to behemoth biters. Loving these little RSO bases at the moment, they're not the bigger evil bastards that I have been getting. So I'll take this opportunity now. I was going to leave the killing, but this is good, easy land grab. I'll take this opportunity while it's here to snatch this area. I was talking last night, with Mad about making a checklist for each stream to try and pick off some of the huge projects that have sort of started. Like I did with the fish, I had 100 fish a day thing. Because there's still plenty of oil out there, I need to set up an oil outpost building train, a more reasonable sized one, and build an oil outpost a day, build a regular ore outpost, be it iron, copper or coal, do some concreting, do some walling, and then anything else that anyone else can think of that should be picked off each day.
Hey, Cold Fire Dragon, by the way. How are you?
Hey. Question already answered before I even read it. Minus 1 mod point for me. Zenith, did you even go for it?
I thought Kay was here, so I didn't bother.
Do you have that one hotkeyed as well, or is it just the crash?
Just the crash.
Yeah.
I
Oh
should
yeah.
get them all done.
FYI, we're not racing for. You don't get mod points for crash anymore because if everyone goes for it, we update it twice, and then we end up messing up the crash counter. So we just agree who's doing crash counter when it happens. Because if we go one too far, then there's no way of undoing it without deleting it and then counting it all back up again.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
Sure. Okay, I've pissed off half the world here. Yeah, Pig, I beat you by about 3 minutes. Actually, I can tell you exactly how long. The question was asked at 2:13, a minute. Derpy Piggy. Oh, Zenith, you might have been asleep earlier. We've broken multiplayer.
Oh, good. How'd you manage that?
My save file's too big.
What does it say?
I can get you a picture. Hold on. Oh, Spamsack, thank you for the follow on Twitter. Probably get better notifications there when I'm live than Twitch does. It's in chat. Save files with the devs. They're going to look at it in the office tomorrow. So Hansi Q couldn't fix it from home. Doesn't understand it. We sent him the log files and that from both ends, and he just come back to us like, this doesn't make any sense. I need to speak to. He said the name of who he needs to speak to.
Yeah. Boyson, I think, does it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Whatever his name is.
Yep.
Did you try running it as a headless server?
No.
Could give that a go.
We tried a new world, worked fine. We tried Brit's Starbase, worked fine. We tried an old Megabase save file, worked fine.
Broke it good and proper.
Yep.
Oh well, if you can do something, do it properly.
Yep. No problem with Cold Fire Dragon. There's plenty of people in the chat that know the game, so feel free to ask any questions you like. Oh, go, Zenith, no, but it's not here. Go, victory! Exclamation mark, victory! We'll get you a victory point. Come on, someone's gonna get it. Yes, he got it.
Thank you.
Right.
So basically, the victory chests just mean that there's a player-built structure there, so the biters can't repopulate that area. So you'll see when he places down a chest, it shifts those, or basically gets rid of the green circles around where he is.
Thank you, autosave. Yeah, I've used many items as victory items in the past. I started off with medium power poles because they were always on your toolbar. Then I went to belt, and most recently I use wooden boxes because, like Brit says, they're cheap, and if you run out, you just cut some trees down and make some more.
Right. I'm back, by the way.
Hi, back. But one of the best ways of getting rid of circles is to kill more nests. Because they only go, is it 8 chunks from a nest? You can just push them right back, as long as you victory pole at the edge. Like, there must be a nest somewhere in there, I reckon. And when that's done, all of this lot will disappear. There it is, right on cue. I spent too much time with circles. Oh! Right, we're good. That was a bit risky. And look at that. Sorry, I missed it. I was dicing with death. All those circles are gone now. Because there's no more nests nearby. Where is that? Nearly Dutch, I'm over here. That's the east main line. West main line, sorry. I'm down here on the southwest main line. Just neatening up to the water, really. I'm actually heading back, but I found some more. There's something here-ish. I'm going to take a wander over there and kill that on the way, otherwise they will they will expand again, because they go into this one, and then from there they get more circles. They go into here, from there they go into here, and eventually they get this whole area back. If you don't, what's the saying? If you give them an inch, they'll take a yard. Yeah, circles on the water don't matter at all. They can't spawn in water yet, fortunately.
I like how you said yet.
I don't trust the devs. Not when it comes to biters. Sneaky guys didn't even put BMF biters into the patch notes. We knew they were coming
didn't
anyway.
they?
No, you go back and check the patch notes for version 12 on the forums. There ain't no mention of BMFs on there.
There might be now if they edited it, but when they first came out, there wasn't.
We need to science this. Version 12.0 patch notes. Behemoth biters, yay or nay? Alright guys, as you can see, no more circles in this whole area. I own this area now. The nearest one is up here, which is fine, they can have it. Let's switch back to normal power armor. Oh, picked up 1,000 goop. See me through for another year or so.
What's your goop count up to?
73,000 I think. Plus whatever goals 2 needs.
Yeah.
30 stacks of 500.
15k.
Oh, look at this lovely belt-based outpost. Does this make you happy, Zenith?
It's horrible.
Beautiful.
See, that just looks at like UPSs to me. Wasted UPSs.
Well, I've got 2 I got 2 belt-based, bot-based outposts now.
Are you phasing them in?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Good man.
Slowly.
Are you going to do any more belt-based ones?
Depends on the size of them, I guess. If they're small little patches that we're pretty much going to mine up in one go, I might just belt base them because it's easy to drive around in an engineering train at the moment and build a couple of outposts. Need to update the outpost trains. I'll probably make them smaller actually. No, probably not, because I need to replace belt with bots. Mining drills stay the same. Steel boxes become requester boxes, but we also need passive boxes in there as well. But we don't need splitters and underground barrier unit. It's just tinkering with the engineering trains. Yeah, downside of these bot-based outposts is the power. They're chewing through the coal. That first bot-based outpost increased power for the roboports by 1/3.
But you're going to go solar
No, I'm not.
for the outposts.
Way in the future. When version 13 is probably all settled. Sitting pretty at 48 UPS at the moment though. I'll quite happily take that. Oh, my train's here. Actually, before I go back to base, I need to visit that bot-based outpost because it needs switching on. Or first one. Me and Mad were doing experiments last night, trying to work out a way of improving inserters at the power plant.
Yeah, I was here for some of that.
Yeah, conclusion was belts full, use burner inserters. They go to sleep.
They do go to sleep.
Yep, we went there, the only way Mad done his test, but I was like, right, real world practice. Went to the power plant, red dots on everything.
Interesting.
So turns out we were doing it right all along. Because he's tested with yellow inserters, killing the power with belts empty and full, and they all stayed on in some small way.
Yeah, I remember we were running the smart inserter test and all that sort of stuff, but
Yeah, it turns out burners with the belt full, not empty. If it's empty, the burner is constantly looking, checking to see if something's coming down the belt.
yeah.
But if it's full, it just sits idle. And the best way to turn the power off is just rip up a power pole. Version 13 will be able to throw a switch, but
Yeah. I can't wait for version 13. I'm going to have, like, control circuits all over my base.
something interesting, right? I last night I watched about 15 minutes or so of one of my really early VODs on YouTube. When the day, like the hour that version 12 came in, and there was me, Demon, Mad, and Sal all on a call, and we're all just going crazy about, we're so excited, you can tell in our voice. Mad streaming, I think we were all streaming, like our own worlds, and we're just like buzzing around. It's like, version 12. I was just running around in circles because I had 6060 and I'd been at like 14 UPS for the last few months, so I was just running around in circles. But I think that's going to be happening again as soon as 13 comes out.
Yeah, I'm interested to sort of... I'd love to know how far along they are with version 13.
Just a time scale, are we talking weeks or months?
Oh, we're definitely talking... Like, my estimate would be April. Late April is my guess.
So nearly a year then, for
Yeah.
major versions.
Which is annoying, but...
But we got a Steam release to keep us busy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what, 25 days to go now? Just over 3
Yes,
weeks.
isn't it? Shit.
Oh wait, we're Friday today, so we're under 3 weeks. Fucking hell.
I'm just looking forward to being able to load up Steam and then hit play from Steam and it start recording my hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably still keep Evolve open, to be honest, even though we won't ever need it. Just so it continues to log my hours, so I've got the whole lot logged.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't include version 9 and 10. Right, what do we want to do next? Do we want power back on? Or are we going to stay at 50 UPS? I'll tell you what I need to do. Before we get power on, because I've got some driving around to do, let me grab some modules. I need to go through my post-it note list. I'm just going to rob it from goals 2, it'll get requested back from wherever they're being kept. Cool.
Right, I might head off for a little while, so I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, alright buddy.
Alright, bye, Zeddy.
Enjoy.
Take care.
Catch up.
But you wouldn't mind just scrolling back through the Discord chat, would you, and just shout out the places I need to visit. I think there's only about 4. So I'll just put them into this train.
Let's see. There's my stuff at Stone Northwest.
Got it.
Southwest oil patches need mainline and outposts.
Yeah, that's a big project.
You want me to keep going, or you want to
Yeah.
do that first?
No, that's a couple of hours work. No.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just
Oil 5 needs productivity.
Which direction?
It just says oil 5. That's mad, not me.
Okay, mad. That was
Yesterday, last night.
Yeah,
Yesterday at 9:30.
just trying to think. That was towards the end when Mad did post it knowing. I'm trying to think where I was. Which direction did I do? I'm gonna try oil north 5. Yep.
Hey, Uncatchable.
Just checking Facebook while I was on a train journey there and found that.
Wow.
Oh.
Whoops. Oh, that's funny. That is the epitome of when Jeremy went to
Yep. That's what I thought when I saw it.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, we're just gonna go have a couple beers and then we'll be right back. Yeah, like what, 2 in the morning? We're going to Tunica. Like, right. Yep. Hey, well, that's a pretty great idea. To do, you know how we were wanting to do like those fix-its on Sundays or whatever?
Yeah.
You know what we could do is you could actually have a play with viewers day where they send you their map, you load it up, and play with them.
But I can't stream it.
Right.
So yeah, one person
You need
gets.
better internet. Dagnabbit.
The amount of people that keep giving me suggestions. I'm not having a go at you. It's fine. But the amount
Well,
of
I'm
people.
not giving you suggestions. I know your internet's bad. I'm just saying you need me.
Yeah. But the amount of people that suggest that I do a multiplayer with someone, I'm like, but I can't stream it. Which yeah,
Right,
one
I know,
person gets a really good time, the other 100 don't get their entertainment for the night. I could offer a solution.
What?
They send the world to me and you do multiplayer and fix it, and you stream it to my channel.
Yeah, we can do that.
And but you need the computer.
You know, it would be really great if we could do some sort of dual thing where, like, since I do have the better internet, then, like, I don't know.
What, stream to both or something?
Or yeah, something like that, where we could both get the notification, or somehow that your channel sends out the notification, but then when people come to you, it redirects them to mine, so that no one gets lost. And
I did that the other day.
Yeah.
When I was multiplaying with the guys, it was on Raven's channel. Because it was her stream, and me and Demon went in there to fix her base. I went live for like a second, so that notifications would go out, but it still didn't work.
Yeah. Then, okay, well then let's do it that way. Maybe we could have Phoenix set up that server that he was talking about. If we set that up, then maybe we could load their save to there, and we would just connect into it. And then it would stream from the server, maybe? That's possible?
But you would follow a character that doesn't exist, not one of us.
No, like Phoenix could set it up, but we could like set it up to stream from your name, from your account.
Okay,
but it would stream from the server. So it's like no different than me using my OBS to stream to your channel. Yeah. Basically, all Phoenix would need is your stream key or something to stream it from that server, and then we would be set. I mean, I don't know how all that works. I've never really done that much, but you could. I mean, I figured there's a way you could do it.
I don't really understand that enough
see,
about
that's
it,
the thing
but
is, Coldfire Dragon. The thing is he can stream. He has the internet to stream, and he has the internet to multiplay. So like he has the internet to connect to somebody else, or connect to another location. But he does not have the internet to do both at the same time. So he can't connect to a remote server and stream that at the same time. If he's connecting, someone else has to do the streaming, which is why when he and I do multiplayer, he sends me his save file, I open it up, and I host it, he connects in, and I stream it to his channel using his stream key. So that's how we do multiplayer. It's kind of confusing because when you go to his channel, you're expecting to follow Will around, but you're actually following me. So it's a little wonky, but it's it's basically us just hacking it together, making it work. So.
And we're not the only ones to do it. Root and Zenith have done it for Break the Game exactly the same way, which is where I got the idea from. And I approached Brit and said, do you want to do that? And she was like, heck yeah, I'll play Megabase.
Yeah. What are the up and down settings? I know last time he sent a speed test, it was like 4 down and like 0.66 up.
Yep.
Really bad.
I should have done that post-it note thing before I went renaming all the stations, because they're all different names now, and I can't find the one I'm looking for.
Well, you'll probably run across it at some point, hopefully.
Yeah,
Antilles, he's done all of it. There was a guy in the chat earlier today when we were trying to get the multiplayer connected. I mean, he gave us everything. The mobile internet, satellite internet, cable, DSL, all that. Thought about going to the library, to a cafe, all these things. I mean, he's exhausted every avenue. This is what he has is the only thing that he can get within a feasible price range. Like the mobile internet has got the speed and it's available in his area, but it's $50. Well, 50 pounds, but $50 for 50 gigabytes, which he would blow through in like 1 or 2 streams, and then it's an additional $50 for every additional 10 gigabytes. So you're talking thousands, probably $1,000 a month for internet, and it's just not
I don't earn that much.
Work.
That's more than my mortgage. That's more than my mortgage. Yeah. I'd have the internet, but I'd be streaming from a cardboard box on the street.
Yeah.
Hey, Kay.
Hey, okay. Didn't know what still existed. Oh, yeah, the slow internet. Yeah, apparently still exists in the UK.
And Australia.
Yeah. And apparently, wherever username was at Massachusetts, I think. Apparently, it's still in Massachusetts because username's got worse internet than Will does.
Yep. Because he can't actually watch the stream.
He can sometimes,
Yeah.
but yeah, he does get a lot of buffering.
I don't know where this outpost is. I'm going to have to find it on the map from memory. It's obviously a new one.
I wonder if Mad would remember. Mad,
I found the Mads one. That one hadn't changed
it's your
names.
note.
No, I found that one. I'm on to the next one.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's your one at 10:27 p.m. Oil North 4 productivity modules.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what you told me to write, so that's
Yeah.
what I put.
It's that's not the problem. Is I've been to Oil North 4. It ain't that one.
Or maybe you already put the productivity modules in it. Maybe that's why you can't find it. It's because you've already done it.
I'm going to try Oil North 3, and then I'm going to give up.
Alright, Zach said you need to come bring your computer to his house and use his internet because he's got 73 down, 18 up.
Yep. 10% of that'll do me. Can I download it from somewhere?
Yeah, can I download your internet to my house? Wouldn't that be nice?
If I just take 10% from everybody in chat.
Yeah, there you go.
Zach, aren't you in Coventry? Is that where you said you was from? Sorry,
Where's
I've been North England.
Did you see what Matt said? He's like, I'll take you up on it if Will doesn't.
Yeah, can I download more bandwidth? That's it, Keen. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Download me some of that bandwidth.
You know what? Just to be trolling, I would totally call your ISP and ask that specific question. Can I download more bandwidth, please? And they're like, sir, it doesn't work like that. No. Look, see, I just need to download a little bit more. Not much, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're like, sir, it doesn't work like that. Wait, would you just listen to the, just keep
yeah,
on. And
yeah.
they're just like,
Yeah, just give me it.
like, okay, if we give you more bandwidth, will you stop asking the questions? Yeah, sure. You can give it, or I can download it. Either one. Whatever.
Yeah. I'll wait here. I'll hold.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah, there you go, Jack the Green.
Just looking at how far it is to Coventry off the top of 1 hour 38 minutes.
You can do that, Will. You could drive an hour and a half for a really great stream. Zach, you got a new roommate. Colonel Will's moving in.
But I don't drive, so I'm going to have to take public transport.
Well, if Zach drives, maybe he can come pick you up.
I'll get a suitcase. Be right back. Dragon, that's Brett that's talking.
Yeah.
Alright, so best public transport is rail, 2 hours. So we're going to go from there, we're going to go Reading. It's actually not bad. Only one change. First train is at 5:23 in the morning. Gets there at 20. Zach picked me up from the train station at 24 minutes past 7. I don't think this is the right place.
for the sake of testing,
Yeah.
it almost wouldn't be a bad idea to actually try that on Zach's internet, and then us do our multiplayer thing with your map, and just see if it's the internet that's causing us to not be able to connect for whatever reason. Because I asked Hanzik about the FPS, and he said that our big difference in FPS shouldn't have affected us being able to connect. So if it's not like the FPS, like the syncing of the game, that's not causing the problems, and it's obviously not the mods, it's something with that one save file. The only thing I can think of is that it's just the file size. There's just so much going on. The file size is just so big
I
that
can't
in order
upload.
for it to keep, it just can't.
Yeah.
It can't keep up the sync good enough because of the internet, and so that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That it is.
That would make perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because whatever Factorio's bandwidth needs is greater than 0.6.
Mhm.
So therefore I can't connect.
Yeah. There you go, Pigella. We'll make a Streamer House UK edition. Yeah, see, like, everybody that wants to use the streaming house, everybody pitches in an amount of money, and you go and you get one place.
Yeah.
And you make sure that one place has really great internet, and then, basically just have a desk all the way around the room where everybody can come and bring up their PC.
And next to
and
each desk
you
is
just
a bed.
Basically, well, you wouldn't even need a bed. Like, maybe you could sleep at your own house. You just come here to stream.
Oh.
So it's like you would have your computer, and all you would need is like a fridge with snacks and a toilet, and then that's all you need. That'd be great. Zach, it's a great idea, but his save file isn't available to the public. Only like a few select people have it. So can't do that. But thanks for trying, though. It's great that you're wanting to help. The Streamer Shed Zach edition. Wow. Ooh. Almost said Zach addiction. Like, that's not right.
Yeah. I suppose we could all just bombard OpenReach, who do the infrastructure, who the real problem is with, to get me better internet. Just keep bombarding them. Just email them constantly. Because
honestly, there's been people that have gotten what they wanted just by doing that, like, harassment way of doing it. It's just like email them at around the same time every day. When is it coming to my area? You just keep on and keep on and keep on until finally, something has to give. But what I was thinking is, could you, like, they think it's a waste of money to move it in there. So to me, I would go to them and ask them, if I can guarantee you three new customers, myself included, plus 2 more, or myself included plus 3 more, would you update our internet here? And if they said yeah, I mean, granted, it's going to take some outgoing on your part, but like, you could go to all your neighbors and say, hey, the internet's crap here. Would you be willing to pay, X amount of money a month, because that's how much they charge or whatever, for this internet? If so, let me know, and I'm going to let them know. And so, like, get a name, get a list of, like, names, maybe even their phone number and like, their signature, just to verify that it's us, them. And then go to OpenReach or whoever and say, look, and go to every door, because even if you get more than 3, then they're really going to love it. So if you say, okay, myself plus 5 other residents in this building would gladly love to have more internet if you'd update it. And at that point, they've got the, the motivation to do it.
Yeah, and there's 8 buildings here, so.
Yeah. So surely there's at least 2 or 3 other people, hopefully, that want the, I mean, I don't know how much they want, how many people would justify them updating it, but.
Yeah, pretty much like more BT, OpenReach, they're separate companies, but one owns the other. BT own OpenReach, and OpenReach does the infrastructure. But yeah, they just look at it as how much is it going to cost to upgrade, and how many customers are, or how many people is in that area, and they just start with the areas with the most areas. Words.
Right.
Does that make any sense? Because that didn't come out right.
Yeah, I get what you're. What you're trying to say.
So if it costs the same if you've got Area A and Area B, it costs the same to upgrade them. Area A's got 10,000 houses in it. Area B has got 16 of us in a building. They ain't gonna bother about us. Why would they spend the same again to get just a couple more customers?
Right. Yeah, and then see the way I look at that, I mean, this is why I'm probably not a business owner. But the way I look at that is, okay, yeah, right now, if I spend X amount of money to upgrade this place, I'm only going to get 2 new customers. That's not a big deal. People move, people die, new people move in. You know, they may be potential customers. But the thing is if people do that internet shopping before they move, they could possibly, I mean, I don't know how many vacant areas there are around you in those buildings, but like if there's vacant areas, they're probably staying that way because you won't update the internet. If you would update the internet now, those become possible new places for someone to live, and they're like, hey, it's got good internet, plus the place is, you know, a good price, it's in a good area, you know, all these other criteria that possibly could
it adds value to the area.
make them choose. Do it.
It adds value to the area for sure.
Right. And so I think, yeah, so your immediate return may not be much, but it's an investment that you'll benefit from later on down the road. So.
Yeah, Jack, someone actually had a price. It was £1,000 per metre to upgrade the line, because it has to come from the central exchange in town centre to our box over on the end of the street over there. That's where the issue is that line there. It's £1,000 per metre, and it's about 2.5 miles. And that's as a crow flies.
Right, so if there's only 8 buildings, and how many floors are each building?
4 to a floor, 4 floors. So 16 per building.
Gotcha. So, yeah, that's not going to be enough. Even if everybody in the area signed up, it wouldn't be enough.
And that's why they say it's not economically viable. But they are.
Oh, that sucks, though.
Yep.
Sorry, it does. It's like I don't care that there's 16 to a building. 16 times 8 is what? Oh crap, that's simple math. 50. Yeah, I can't do it. Anyways,
I've got a curriculum that can help you with that.
Don't mention Common Core.
Do 10 times 8,
Oh boy.
5 times 8, and then 8, and add them together. So 10 times 8 is 80, 5 times is 40, is 120, so 128. There you go. Common Core for the win.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So 128. So you've got 128 people. So that's not enough to do that. But here you have got 128 people that are unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, to me, it's like, I think that's probably why I would never be a good business owner, is because I have morals and feelings for people that apparently business owners don't. So that's the only good thing about Verizon, their internet. Maybe their internet, but their prices suck. So, because we had their internet and it was insane. My mom and dad were paying close to $300 a month, not just for the internet. That was all of our cell phones on there too. But when we dropped the internet and they went to like a DSL or cable, I can't remember which one they did. I think they did cable. We now pay, oh crap, I can't remember. I haven't looked at the bill lately. Anyways, it dropped substantially. It was like we dropped to like 100 and something plus whatever their internet is now. It's all bundled, you know. So I mean, basically now with their new bundle that includes TV and their internet plus our cell phone bill, still doesn't equal $300. And they're getting slightly better speeds because it's cable and not broadband. I mean, mobile. So for where we were at the time, because we were in an area where there was no DSL, there was no cable, there was no anything except satellite, because we were out in the boonies, it worked. But the prices were just insane.
Okay, I've just gone onto OpenReach site, put in my postcode and address. I'm cabinet number 97 apparently, which is, yep, right what they said it was, in town centre by the theatre. We are exploring solutions. We're working with the government and industry to explore ways to bring super fast fibre to as many people as possible, but don't yet have a plan for your area yet. You might consider co-funding fibre access in your community. No plan, no timescale, not interested in it. I'll send you the link, but it's got my address.
No, I think you've sent it to me before.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just sucks. That's why here in Tennessee, that's why the Nashville, Chattanooga-ish area looks really good, because Google Fiber is in a few of those places, which is sweet.
I'm going to put my parents' address in, where I used to live, which is about 2 miles from here, on the same road. Cabinet 53. Great news, you can order fibre service. Please get in touch with our service provider. Click the link, take you straight through to an ordering service.
Hey, are you on the main power network right there?
Yeah.
If so, you've got solar panels.
Shit. Thank you.
That was Pagella. He mentioned it.
How long?
The all caps over there. Well, there's a solar panel on the power network.
Shit. Gotta be the main base. Always is.
Hey, Cold-Fired Dragon, you're not too far from us. I mean, granted, you're in Kentucky, so you're hours away, but you're not, like, halfway across the country, because we're down in Tennessee.
Time to move back and... Yeah, I can't do that. For starters, I can't be up at 3 AM talking at the parents. There's a 12 AM curfew. So... And as I finish work at 10, start streaming at 11, you'd have me for about an hour a night.
Oh, you're in New York now. Never mind. Yeah, you're far away. Never mind. Dismissed.
Right, let's fire up some trains. You didn't want to say file tomorrow, did you, Brett?
What'd you say?
You didn't want to say file tonight for tomorrow.
No, Jeremy's home tomorrow, so I won't have the computer.
Do you want it Saturday?
No, none of the weekends are gonna work.
Okay.
So it'll have to be during the week. I could have it for... let's see. Next week's busy, though, so I could only have it for Monday through Wednesday, because Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'll be out of town for a wedding.
Nice.
And for some reason, I thought Britt was in Texas. Well, I was born in Texas, and technically, I guess, from Texas, but I'm not currently in Texas. I also live in southern USA.
jumping back to that internet problem.
What?
If all goes well, may be able to move in a year.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Cold Fire Dragon. It's Fat Controller. Which Nightbot has posted about. Anyways, what was I saying? Jelliot, you being in the southern USA, if you are ever in either Root stream or in a stream where Root is in the call, you have got to get him to do his southern accent. Holy cow. Okay, so an Australian trying to do a southern accent, he comes out so hillbilly-ish. I'm talking like mountain man hillbilly. It's hilarious. Hilarious.
Especially when he's been drinking.
Yeah. And actually, you can actually go hear it right now. If you'll go to Root's channel, one of the highlights, I think the title of it, let me just find it.
Yeah, just got the link.
Yeah. Please hold.
Oh yeah, solar panels. Shit, that's what I came over. It's got to be one of those new radars. Something like this one, I'm thinking. Not that one. Something down in the train shed then.
There you go. I posted the link there. So click that, and it's hilarious.
Oh, I know. The silos. Hey there, hell, Nico. Shit, can't find them. Don't know where they are. There's 8 solar panels, so that's a radar is connected to the no, stop. No, sorry, get tired. It was the solar panel itself.
No, we're still here. Sorry. For some reason, I went chat mode.
Oh, I thought I'd have it then.
But yeah, when I was little, it was funny because I thought New York was just, I didn't know there was such a thing as land in New York. But what was funny is when I was really little, like little, not even maybe in school, maybe not quite in school, but if I was in school, it was very very early school, like kindergarten, first grade. Anyways, I thought that like basically the entirety of the U.S. was Tennessee. So my mom would say, "Man, I wish we could go to Niagara Falls, or I wish we could go to the Grand Canyon or Mount Rushmore or Yellowstone Park, all the pretty gorgeous places in the U.S. Mom would say, "Oh, I wish we could go there." I'm like, "Well, we can. It's in Tennessee." So my entire world was Tennessee. Like she could have mentioned something in Japan, and I said, "It's in Tennessee." It was so cute. So what are you doing, Will?
Looking for solar panels.
It wouldn't be in the base, would it?
It was last time.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Because substations are normally the ones that get them. Because their area
Right.
just snags, and it's 2. So it's not a connected radar outpost.
Gotcha. Well, that's what I'm saying is where have you like put stuff down like that? Like I know with you redoing your oil outpost, you may have connected to because I know you have to power your pump jacks. If one of your pump jacks is close to a solar panel, it might have done that.
Sure.
Because you haven't really done any work in the mega base here lately, so if it hasn't, I just don't figure it would be that. Which means finding it, it's going to be like finding a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, it was last time, but mad with eyes like a hawk. Caught it. Well, it has to be an outpost with a radar, yeah?
And there's one right there
Yeah.
in the stream.
Yeah, that copper one.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking that the substation that powers that copper, I guess, could be snagging. No, wait, it's new. What about this iron outpost that we've just hooked in? I bet that's it. Iron Northwest. To Iron Northwest, let's go. That is our strongest chance of finding a. Hi, Boom. Someone get rules for you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I got
Bert.
it. Yeah, he's doing a no solar challenge. So he can do solar panel, like solar powered radars. And that is so that he can see the map even if like power's killed or whatever. And outposts can have solar panels. But nothing on the actual main mega base, main power grid can have solar panels. Number one procrastinator said one of the ones in the base had a line going into a radar area.
But that would be 8 solar panels, not 2. So it must be fine.
Yeah.
It must go over. It could go over it. That might be what he saw.
Yeah, that could be it. Lost another pack strain. No, he's got 2 solar panels on the power network, so we're off to go find where they are.
Having 2 solar panels on the main network is a breach of the rules and must be fixed. And why I say that 2's harmless and is not helping the base in any way, in anything decent way, but it starts off at 2 and it's like, well, whatever. Then it's, we've gained another 2, it's 4 now. All local radar's hooked up, and before you know it, we're running the base on it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought Kay was commenting on the fact that you were like zooming around the base. That didn't answer my question. He had 3 at the base when he left on the solar expedition. Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So.
Yes. Okay, I've lost
So
one.
yeah, I guess so.
Sorry.
I'm guessing did the pack? I'm sure it has by now. Never mind. I was about to say, did the pack strain that I sent down to base, did it ever make it back? But I'm sure it did.
Did you send it home?
I did. I
There
sent it to the pack space.
Unless it's stuck behind an ore train, that's probably it. If an ore train, because the
Oh.
iron and copper are still off. Yeah, wherever
so
they.
yeah, it's probably not lost.
Yeah, it's probably just trying to path its way home.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, we just went past you. That's you. I know that turn. That's where you finished concreting.
Oh yeah, I can see it on the mini map. I haven't caught up to you yet, but you're going down that line. So that power pole that's right there, that's where I am. Yep. Hi, Will.
We'll go and visit her in a minute, guys. I found it.
Oh, yep. But if it took to that radar, once again, why is it not 8? Why is it only 2?
Because the substation's coverage picks up the 2 solar panels.
Oh.
That's always how we
Gotcha.
get it. So I'm careful not to hook the power up, but I forget the radius of a substation.
Gotcha.
There we go, all clear now.
Yay.
Right, let's go visit, but it was just over here. But you're by this power pole, aren't you?
I'm the last power pole in the concreted area. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Yep. And honestly, you know what you could do if you're still there? You could, if you took those belts and you made a circle around the power pole. I think I'm standing right beside the power pole. So if you do that, I'll spawn in it and start circling around the belts.
Done.
No, not there. Not there. Around the power pole itself.
Yeah, done it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we'll see. If that works. You work tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah, but not till 3 o'clock start. Because I got stuck at work the other night. I texted the boss today and said, "Oi, you owe me 3 hours. Can I start late tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yeah, can you start at 3?" Which means they still owe me an hour, so I'll pick that off another time. Oh, as I'm here, but if you do more concreting while I'm not around, any sort of, I'm sure you know it anyway, but I'll just say for chat as well, this outpost bit doesn't need concreting, just carry on straight down the main line. Don't do the corner, because this isn't staying here. Right, Matters, you seem to have been keen to do some maths. Here's some maths for you. There are 195 mining drills, and 18 roboports.
Yeah.
How many Matsuri Mark III solar builds would be needed to run that outpost? Three builds. It's not bad. And that's a pretty big outpost.
Yeah, and that would cut down on your coal consumption.
Yeah.
And it is part of the rules that your outpost can be solar paneled, solar powered, blah blah blah. But that would probably be a big undertaking, and you'd have to change your engineering train.
Yep. Well, I need to do that anyway. If we're going bot-based solar panelled outposts. I think the first thing I'd like to do, if we're heading that way, is get these oil outposts onto a solar grid, so that way when I shut down the base, the oil network can carry on.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ah!
And Kay's here, so that's double mod point.
Hey, Salamander. Well, you might be in for a bit of a treat then, because I'm getting pretty tired, so I was just going to sit on an oil train for a bit. Just test out the new network. Oh, we could Ray Guys in Wolf, I think. He's been here long enough. I know it wasn't technically a link, but... Train, wait! Wait. Where are we going? Local south. I don't want to go local south. We know local south. I want to go north. The new ones. Well, welcome back, Salman. I do remember you from before. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, all coal. The occasional wood when we have outposts and stuff.
Yeah.
Exact. The problem is, mate, I work here. If we're talking, actually doing it. But as we're going back to that topic, yeah, but if you want to do a fix-it thing with me, if the guys send us a fix that say that needs fixing, we can do that on Sunday or something. But I don't think you have the computer Sunday evening. Food retail, Zach. Stacking shelves.
A diet tip: your pants won't get too tight if you just simply don't wear any.
Yeah. Major company.
You know what the next question is going to be, right?
Yep.
It's going to be which company?
Yep. Or transfer to one nearer to him.
Oh yeah, well that's true.
Told you.
Nice.
Trouble is, my company doesn't go that far because it's a different company. Now, those of you that are smart and know the retail system here now know who I work for.
Ooh, you should see if you could just switch companies. And then you could switch companies and then transfer up there, and then you'd be all set.
Yep, except I move away from everybody I know and my family.
Visualizes Will in a kilt. Nah.
Well, that went well. On to the next one. Bravo, Zach. Bravo. There's actually a lot more than 2. You got the Co-op Group, big boys up in Manchester. You got Southern, Welsh, Mid-Counties, Anglian, Scottish. Those are the biggest. There's a lot of more smaller ones. Most of the smaller ones though are getting bought up by the bigger ones.
Okay, so you know the parable that we talked about earlier. If you give a man a fish, yada yada yada. Well, one of the parenting people that I follow on Twitter was like, give a kid a fish and you feed him for a day. Give a kid some goldfish in the car and you'll be finding them in the back seat for a lifetime.
I like Mad one. Yeah, Zach, different company. I have to leave and rejoin, which means I lose all my perks and benefits to being a 10-year veteran. Lose a week's holiday a year. Really, Zach? That's interesting. Zach, what's the name of the store? Because I mid counties. I didn't think we went that far north. I'll log in on my thing, store finder, and I can't believe I'm logging into work from home. We mock the managers that do this, and here I am doing it.
He said cooperative food.
Yeah, that doesn't help. The name of the store, like which branch, they all have names. Like you got Evesham and what's the one that just closed? Carterton. Got it. Cheers. Links work. I see. You sure that's mid counties? So this looks like cop group to me.
Number one procrastinator said, "It amuses me how many barrels can fit in that train car. It must be huge, and those barrels small. Not a problem at all, though." Yeah, don't they stack in tens?
Tens, yep.
And then there's how many stacks?
30.
40?
30.
30?
You should 30 stack challenge, but 30 stack challenge. A train wagon of every eye. I'm
Right.
just joking.
Yeah, so 300, and that's why the using barrels is way more efficient than using the rail tanker. I don't remember how much the rail tanker can hold, but it's a whole lot less than what barrels can do.
1,250 in it for a rail tanker.
Is it? Mm-hmm. And so there's how many? 25 in each barrel?
Yep, and 30 barrels.
So
300 barrels, sorry.
Yeah.
So 25 times 300, 10 times is 3,000, doubled is 6,000, 7,500 oil. See, that you taught me something today.
I got that a lot faster though.
Yeah, but
I got that a lot faster.
I'm openly mocking that system.
I know. I was just saying. For me though, you said it was crap. I just blanked. It was 25 times 300 barrels.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 25 times 3 is 75, and then you just have to add on the zeros. So that I had it like as you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt. I was like, I already had it.
You were just letting me get there on my own good time, weren't you? You just...
Yeah.
Buffer's at 358,000. We have a rise.
Is Root streaming? No, he's just posting YouTube videos. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah,
I
he's
was like,
added them
what?
to his playlist. Yes, Zach, it is work. Oh, no, that's a cold train. I think I might add a couple more oil. Yeah, a couple more oil trains to the line. So there's quite a bit of oil distance to cover out there now. And I have no guarantees whatsoever that the oil trains will not group up together. I need to devise a cunning way of keeping them separate. In semi-transit would be easy, but I don't have that. I don't have those features here, so. Crash count, please, but.
Poor January.
Oh dear, 46. We'll do better next month. There's always next month in there, right?
Right.
Just a shaky start, that's all. But I think this is the last stream of January, so. Yes. No. It's still Sunday night. God damn it. Yeah, about that emojis, there was someone was saying that there was like an explosion one or something. We was just going to use that as our crash one until, because we can't make our own. There's a kapow, how about that one?
Yeah, I like the kapow.
Yeah, Kay's got it. Alright, that's our crash emoji. How do you type that?
I sometimes forget to hit the push to talk button. Like when I explained the kapow in all the KAPOW in all caps, I don't think I pushed the push to talk button, did I?
No, you haven't spoke for.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I should probably turn this off of push to talk. Okay, there we go. We're on voice activity now.
You know what? What the heck? Let's get some production going. Copper trains on. Oh, we've just gone over onto 17 pages of trains now.
Yep. Number one procrastinator, or that moment when you talk for like the longest time and then you realize your phone died, like, 10 minutes back and just been talking to nothing. That's happened to me.
Do you normally realise when you're like, it's time for the other person to make a response?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, hello? Hello? Then you look at your phone.
And it's dead. And you're
Yeah.
like, crap. And so then you call the person back finally, like, what was the last thing you heard? And it was like something like 20 minutes ago. You're like, okay, the short version is this.
Yeah. You sum that 20-minute conversation up in like 20 seconds.
Right.
I'm loving these oil trains arriving thick and fast. We're at 158,000. Oh, we're still at 158,000. Here comes another one. They're just pouring in. 110 barrels on this one. Mad, look at all this oil. Actually, a better measure of buffer would be how the empty barrels are doing. 180,000 empty barrels. Here comes another train. 131 barrels on this one. Where's he off to now? He's going round the south, local south. Bye, train. Oh, Brett, a future project that you're going to love. Tidying up my storage chests. I was walking through it and I was like, this has got to even for me, it's got bad now. So the plan is, once the oil industry up top takes over, I can get all these barrels out of here. So the barrels were the biggest, chunkiest thing in here. Once they're gone, I can start pulling out useless items that is left over from goals 2. And then see what's left. Maybe make dedicated areas for goop and get the science packs out of there, put them somewhere special, that sort of thing, and just sort of tidy it all up.
Gotcha. Yeah, that works.
So in the future I am thinking of your OCD for the storage chests. Obviously everything here happens slowly and over time, but
Whoops, we didn't put when you completed stage 2 of the oil.
it's going to be ongoing. Because
So we're not done?
there's still more out there. I've got the best ones and the ones I was really after, but there is still, like that post-it note Southwest is still a really good one, but it's like a good 2 hours work to build it, because I've grabbed all the ones that are conveniently near main lines. But where's it gone? Down here. I think. Mad, I lost it. I can't find it, Mad. Someone's eating it. There it is. There is no convenient main line to it. It's going to involve some fouling, I think, and a hell of a lot of piping, but we can do that on an afternoon or something. We'll grab this lot. Yeah, stage 2 is good enough. Stage 3 is half complete. What is technically unloaded, well, is what is unloading at the moment, where we just were. That'll be empty barrel refill for the foreseeable future. But unloading is going to move up to the new oil site pretty soonish. And we're going to start storing the full barrels up there. Run this base down on it on full barrels, which will then get turned into empty barrels, get put it back into reloading, so eventually we'll end up with a load of full barrels up the top. I've rerouted the trains as well and added more. So stage 4 is pretty much done, as we'll just need updating as I add new outposts. And I have done the reroute. I was doing that when we was talking to Root. I've done the rerouting and renaming, and it is a better naming system for. That was random.
Have a boyfriend?
What on earth are we listening to?
I have a boy. I do. You...
That was so cute.
I could not understand a word that was being said, but
It was this little 4-year-old saying, like who, like the mom asked, like who is Jared, and she's like my boyfriend, and background. Anyway, so it's a little 4-year-old that said that, and then her dad was like, no, you don't. Or he's like, you don't have a boyfriend. And then she gets all like cries, like, but I do have a boyfriend. And then the mom asks, like, well, you know, what's wrong? What's the matter? He's like, Daddy says I don't have a boyfriend. And then she's like, but you do? Yeah. Well, what's his name? Jared. It's just so cute. She's like thoroughly upset because her dad says that she doesn't have a boyfriend. Alright, I'm gonna push to talk for a second so Jacob can watch it.
Insert Tim Allen grunt here. More power. I wish I had a map this far along someday. You will, so just keep at it. A little bit each day, or when you can. Okay, I think we need a Evo GUI command with a little explanation. I think that's the one mod that's missing from the mods. Although I know Brit's working on a new way of doing mods for preparation for when the Steam release comes out.
Yeah.
Which actually just led me to a thought. You know, we had the little explanation.
Yeah.
We may have to rewrite some of those to be a little bit more new player friendly. Because when we get, we're going to get people coming in from Steam, they're going to be like, "What are you play with mods?" So we may need to rewrite the little explanations to be a little bit more, you know, someone that may not know the game. We assume so, Zach, but we haven't been. That hasn't been confirmed at all. It's just our suspicions. Oh, I'm going to put the Hall of Fame back on. There's a little bit more lag, why not? Yeah, Peg, you don't have to run it through Steam if you don't want to. You can still do it the old way. That won't change, they've already said. Right, Hall of Fame reactivating.
That is so true. On days you look great, you don't see anyone, not a single soul. Days you look like a dump truck, you run into your crush, your ex, your hot dentist, the mayor. List goes on.
Right, Hall of Fame reactivation. Right, so just activated the Hall of Fame. It's currently sorting the names into the correct order, shown here by this progress bar of lights. As soon as that completes, the Hall of Fame will spring into life and it will start scrolling through the names of the donators in the correct order. It's been shut down for like a day and a half. Yeah, they did it.
Oh, that's odd. Sorry. Okay. And this is why I like push to talk.
There we go. Zach, if you can get me better internet at my current location, I'll build you your own Hall of Fame. Yeah, Peg, this is my AFK spot. It's just here actually. I go like that, so the people that prefer to watch trains all day can watch the trains arriving and leaving, and those that like the Hall of Fame can watch the Hall of Fame tick through. So this is basically Factorio porn. Personally, I like watching both, so I'm quite happy sat here all day. You know about 13 people at Openreach. Well, drop some names. Say, oi. I'm more than happy to pay a higher tier internet price. You know, it's not the problem. Yes, Pigella. That is correct. But you know, I will allocate a continent to you in the mega base if you can get me better internet through OpenReach. 12 tracks of mainline. Well, it's technically a junction. It's not a main line as such because this is all the junction of Doom. There we go. Now you can see the whole junction of Doom with the crazy accommodator build and the unloading, 4 unloading stations for iron. Yes, this is definitely Factorio porn right here. How's your production doing? 18,000 copper a minute. Version 13 Jellet for lights to the thing. We're guesstimating about April. Alright folks, I think I'm going to call it a night, as anything else I start is just going to drag me on, and this I seem to have reached a natural stopping point. Base is back on, we're down to 20 FPS, so yeah. We'll do some messing around in a base next time I think. Get some more underground belt put in and stuff, we'll let the base run for a little while, get the rocket launch count moving again. Continue working on the project to get the UPS higher when the base is off, and indeed when it's on. Right, everybody, thank you all for watching. Have a good evening. Just a point initially, we're now into Friday. I will not be on again until Sunday evening. I'm out tomorrow with people from work, and Saturday's my night off because of quick turnaround for work on Sunday, so I'll be back on Sunday, probably taking over from Anti-Elite's speedrun if he does it on Sunday. I think he's due to do one, so I'll take over from him on that then. But until then, have a good weekend, and I'll see you all soon.
Hey, wait. Do you want to raid anybody?
Let me check who's on. See if there's anyone I know.
There's no one that we know that's playing Factorio. But, I mean, doesn't mean we can't do it, but... PC, no mods, song request welcome. That new Taurus, he's not playing any mods.
Yeah, Taurus, he's a good guy, he is. Yeah. We're gonna go with him. He is a cool guy, actually. But guys, don't keep him up, he will just keep streaming until he falls asleep, so be good. And tell him he's doing it all wrong from me.
Yeah, definitely say that.
Yeah, you're doing it all wrong. Alright guys, have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.